Once the
Okay.
live button goes on.
Oh,
I think we're
it's
live.
on.
Oh,
Well, not yet, 'cause people haven't clicked.
no, we're live.
I know, but
All right, I believe it looks like we are live.
nobody's watching yet.
Okay, it's fine. Relax. This is going to be recorded. So what's up, everybody? So this is my family. So we have big brother Elijah Mattis there. That looks like a Viking these days. Uh, we have Vincent Mattis down there below, and I'm here with my daughter here. This is baby sister Aria. So we wanted to cordially invite all of you to a three-part call that we're actually doing called What Have We Been Able to Create Since We Found Access? So I stumbled upon these amazing tools of access consciousness about 12 years ago after their mom had committed suicide. And the kids basically grew up in access. Elijah was 11 years old, Vincent was 9, and Aria was like 3 years old. And so a lot of you have already taken some classes with me and stuff like that. You've heard the story, but I wanted to do something that kind of shows like where we are now, like one of those where we are now. And so this is going to be, I don't really have a plan for this particular call. Actually, the kids don't even know what it's going to be about, other than we really want to be here for you. It's going to be free for kids that are 15 and under. This is a call for really anyone, for families, for parents who are raising kids who are just starting out in access. And what do you do when one kid doesn't want to do it, but the other kids are into it, or one kid's into it and another kid's not? And how not to be an annoying fucking parent when you're a facilitator, which God knows I've been that as well. So this is going to be a really cool journey, and each call is going to sort of feature each of the kids separately. Eli was the oldest, and obviously when his mom made her choice, he was the big brother in the group. And I'll never forget that day when the day that I came home and told the kids that their mom had died. He literally wrote on the calendar, "Mom went home." So this is a pretty awesome journey that we've all been on. Elijah just got out of the military. He just got offered a new job, making some good money. He's going to be collecting his benefits and going to school as well. Vincent's pursuing a career in acting, and Aria's still in high school, finding her way as a 15-year-old teenager. So what's up, guys? I just wanted to say hi. Hey,
Touching
this
the
is
moon.
us. Vincent, can we see you, man? We can't. You're in the dark, bro.
I'm touching the moon.
You're touching the moon. We
The
can't
moon.
see it because it's dark.
The moon up there.
Nice.
Watch. Oh.
Yep, we see it.
E.T.
So you guys, you're in
Oh.
LA.
Yeah.
Eli's in
San
San
Diego.
Diego, and we are
San
in
Diego.
Dubai.
Yes.
Worldwide.
That's insane. How is Dubai, Aria? Because I've never been. Before. It looks crazy. You guys were with camels
It is
the other day, right?
It's really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Huge.
Wow.
Yeah, we never would have
Big
thought
building.
our lives would be this today. That's for sure. It's like, you guys live in Cali, man. I tried to move to Cali after I graduated from chiropractic school, but I was too
Yeah.
chicken shit. And you
Yeah,
both are out there on your own.
Yep. California. It's a great place. It's a great place, but it can be stressful sometimes, for sure.
Yeah,
Just
it's
a
like
little bit.
$25 to have a sandwich.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
definitely the average meal price is definitely, well, after tip, I would say $30 is what you're spending typically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be a creator of
on
magnitude to
yourself.
live in
On yourself.
California.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So so we're gonna get into it. We're also gonna be hopping on The Universe Has Your Back. It's a monthly call that we do. Well, it's supposed to be a surprise to the group, but we're gonna pop on there and we're just gonna sort of like free form for these folks that pay this like monthly membership. And so what I'd like to see, again, it's always about following the energy, but it's gonna be an opportunity for people to talk to us, like our family, and to actually ask you guys questions, like what it's like growing up in access, what it's like to have a father who is a facilitator, and without getting into it now, because we don't want to give the class away, right? But Elijah, you went through a lot of your different phases and things like that,
Yeah.
and And there were a lot of things where you felt like you couldn't come to me to because you didn't want me to feel like a bad facilitator, you know? And that
Yeah.
was a very sort of honorable thing. And at the same time, you had to sit with a lot of your own personal things, you know? And so those are the kind of things I want to be able to talk about. I wanted to be a vulnerable conversation and a safe space for people's kids if they come onto the call to ask you guys questions about what it's like, and for parents to ask you guys questions about what it's like to grow up sort of like in access consciousness, and where you may still be using the tools today. You know, you guys right now are creating your own lives. It's not like you're doing access full on. Aria
Mhm.
still lives with us, so she kind of doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
But no, but she's here and she's enjoying
Mhm.
herself, and it's really, at the end of the day, I know I've been able to provide you guys with a set of tools to be able to pass forward to if you choose to have families. And you know, but my mission was, one of my missions was when I started Access was, my point of view was I might be a lost cause, but I'm gonna keep coming back because I saw how it was benefiting you guys. And if we can
Mhm.
stop mental illness from going to the next generation, then I know I did my job. That was like my main target. I had no idea it was gonna personally change my life. So anyway,
Even
Yeah.
if you didn't stop it from going to the next generation, you still were a fantastic dad. And yeah,
well, thanks, but fuck that.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah. And this is a great
Yeah.
conversation because it's like, hey George, lost cause, really? Yeah, George. Well, I did. That's how I felt, George, at the time, you know, 12 years ago, because it was like I did so many modalities, man, and it was like I had nothing to show for it. And
Mhm.
yeah, and this is part of what's really awesome about what you just said, Vincent, is, you know, we have this tool called trifold sequencing system, the perfectionism of insanity. So it was like I tried to be perfect, and in being a perfect father creates a lot of stress for you guys, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end
Not
of the day,
to not to sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Not
Yeah.
to spoil the class or anything like that, but I love how my dad brought up the phases, right? And without getting into spoiler territory, you know, I went through a phase where I didn't like access, and I was like, you know, it's causing all this strife. And it wasn't until later where I finally was like, you know, it's not the tools that are causing strife, because at the end of the day, they're just a tool. It's more of your, you know, because they talk about unconscious and anti-conscious. And, you know, you have to sit there and you have to wrestle, you know, because the tools will kind of be like, hey, man, you know, there's some anti-consciousness going on. And you really have to be vulnerable, you know, at the end of the day, when you talk about, oh, I was being an overbearing facilitator and stuff, had I just been vulnerable, a lot of issues would have never have occurred, you know? So for those kids that are like, oh, I don't want to talk to my parents about this, that, or the third, be vulnerable. You never know what beautiful conversations are going to come from that place.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna cry a lot on, on this 3-part series.
No, it's
I'm
cool.
gonna
I'm
keep
already
my
preparing.
tissues.
Yeah.
crying is very healthy.
Oh, I know,
Crying is very healthy.
I know. So,
Let it
hey
out.
Margaret, how you doing? So, you know, it's really cool. We have Margaret Rigby popping up on here, and she knew our family when you guys were like little. I think even before Aria was born,
Mhm.
and she
Eli, is he glitching out for you too?
Just a little bit.
A lot of it for me. I'm on Google too. I'm on Safari. Uh-oh.
It's probably the connection because they're so far away.
I think Dad's frozen like that forever.
Kind of like a techno beat.
Hey, Jenny Lynn. Dad is completely glitching out for us.
Yeah, he asked if you guys can keep going while he reconnects.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You can keep going.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So not to derail, I'm gonna have to take the reins for a minute while he reconnects. Yeah, so like I was saying, to all the kids that maybe think, oh, I don't want to talk to my parents about this, I don't want to talk to my parents about that. At least in my experience, more often than not, your parents have your back, man. Your parents are the ones who brought you into this world. They are the ones, Access likes to say, you brought yourself into your parents' world. But whatever way you want to spin it, that's your family, that's your unit, and there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I need help. And there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, this isn't a fault on you as a parent, this isn't a fault on me as a child, this is just something we need to overcome. I love using the phrase, it's not me versus you, it's us versus the problem. And I think having that skill set and having that tool set of Access, while it may not solve every issue, that's not what Access is. It's not the answer. It is the question. It is just a tool. It's quite literally like having a hammer or a screwdriver in your back pocket. If you got a nice, dent, or you get a nice scratch in your wall, just use the tools. You use what's appropriate for the situation. And more often than not, what is needed is just vulnerability.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
We
you.
can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, what I was saying before is I see Margaret on here, and that was beautiful what you just said, because she knew you guys before I think even Aria was born, and she was there like when your mom went through her first bipolar episode, or at least my first experience with it. So she's been like a true witness of like where I was back in the early days, like basically when I met you, Eli, for the first time. You were 8 months old when I met your mom, and the day that I met you, I knew I was going to be your dad right from the get-go. It was one of the most beautiful moments of my life. And
Yeah.
so having someone on here that has seen the transformation from where we were as a family to what is showing up now as a testament to the tools. So it's cool to see someone here who's really there long before I even knew about Access. And but yeah, so we're looking forward to having this call. It's going to be a 3-part series, like I said. Each call will feature each of the kids for you guys to have an opportunity to ask them questions and what their journey has been like, and really like whatever shows up. And then hopefully this can turn into some maybe a class, like a weekend class someday.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Wait, how long is the call going to be, the official one?
It's like a 90 minutes, 2 hours,
Okay.
Perfect.
Call.
Just a Breaking Bad episode.
Is it multiple parts, or is it just one?
3 parts. 3
3
parts. You'll all be on each one, but each
out.
call, it'll feature each of you independently, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it's going to be
well,
interactive.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, me too. It's great to have you guys and us be together as a tribe that I've always wanted to create, man. It's like the Jedi tribe, where I always thought of us as like Native Americans, living in our little teepees. So, all right. Well, I love you guys, and I'll let you go. I know you're busy, and I got to get the day going, and hopefully you all come play.
Is there a way that indicates how many people are on here or who's on here?
There's about 14 people right now, but a lot of people are going to see this. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool. Okay, well, thank you guys.
All right.
Thanks to the 14 people that came on.
Thank you so much.
All right, love you guys. See you later.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Love you guys so
Later.
much.
Love you guys.
All
Love you,
right.
Aria.
We'll
Love
be
you, Dad.
chatting
Love you,
soon.
Okay.
Later.
Ciao.
All right. Bye-bye.